Empirical formula. Empirical formula is a chemical formula, showing the simplest ratio of elements in a compound. For example, formaldehyde is a compound that contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. These three are elements contained in formaldehyde. What empirical formula does here is that it helps us to calculate the percentage each of these elements contained in the compound. Empirical formula is very easy to calculate. We will look at some examples for better understanding. A compound is found to contain 23.3% of magnesium, 30.7% of sulfur and 46% of oxygen. What is the empirical formula of this compound? First of all, this compound contains three elements which are magnesium, sulfur and oxygen. So write them on a tabular form. Secondly, write out the percentage composition under each elements. Thirdly, write out the molar mass of each element and use it to divide the percentage composition. Magnesium is 24. Sulfur is 32. Oxygen is 16. When you do the maths, magnesium becomes 0.97. Sulfur becomes 0.96. Oxygen becomes 2.88 approximately. Now pick out the smallest value and divide through again. The smallest is 0.96. If you use it to divide through, what you get is 1 and 3 approximately. Therefore the empirical formula is magnesium sulfite. Try this example. What is the empirical formula for a compound containing 38.8% carbon, 16.2% hydrogen and 45.1% nitrogen? Remember to first write out all the elements contained in the compound. They are carbon, hydrogen and nitrogen. Secondly, write out their percent composition. Thirdly, use the element molar mass to divide through. When you do this, each of the element will have a new value. Use the smallest value to divide through again. If you do this, what you will get is 1 and 5 and 1. Therefore the empirical formula is methylamine. Let's see another example with molecular mass given. A compound contains 40% carbon, 6.7% hydrogen and 53.3% oxygen. If the molecular mass of the compound 180, what is the molecular formula? This question is very similar with the ones we have seen before, except that molecular mass of the compound was given. To calculate this, we will first write out all the elements contained in the compound. They are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Secondly, write out percentage composition of the element, which are 40%, 6.7% and 53.3% respectively. The next thing to do is to divide through by the element molar mass, which are 12, 1 and 16 respectively. The results are 3.3, 6.7 and 3.3. Use the smallest value to divide through again. The smallest value is 3.3. The results becomes 1 and 2 and 1 respectively. Therefore the empirical formula is formaldehyde. The next thing to do, since molecular mass was given, is molecular mass is 180. N represent the molecular formula that is unknown. Use it to multiply the empirical formula like this. CH2O in bracket, multiplying N, equated to 180. Carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1. 1 times 2, because of the value hydrogen is carrying, equals 2, oxygen is 16. Add the value of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen together. 12 plus 2 plus 16 equals 30. 30 N equals 180. N is equals 180 over 30. The value of N is 6. Use 6 to multiply formaldehyde, it will becomes glucose. Try this exercise. A hydrocarbon X with a molar mass of 26 consists of 92.3% carbon, What is its molecular formula? Carbon equals 12, hydrogen equals 1. Options are given. If you get your answer, post it on our chat community, or you can also look for the solution there.